Welcome to Board Ghost, story podcast with games as the engine.
If living is a highway, then heaven is a bus stop. Been waiting for a minute there, but has it been forever?
We believe you're out there, hungry for stories for shared experiences. We can't see you, can't hear you, yet we will play for you. The site's offering is a continuation of our game of Fiasco using the playset Main Street. To learn how we generate our story playing the game of Fiasco, you can check out our Fiasco Primer. Our humble players, myself, John Holt, with me.
Ken Breeze.
And D. Gailey.
All right, welcome back, D. So this game has so far been a pretty quiet little town, Maineville. We got a pretty fancy grid between Dee's character and Ken's character, Penelope Forster, Dee's character, and Beverly Bell, Ken's character. We have a crime relationship. They are thieves, and they also have the need to get laid by an old lover to start over. Between Ken's character and myself, we have a work relationship, salesman and customer, and a location, Main Street, the Peace Haven Church. My character, Carlin, and Dee's character, Penelope Forster, have a romance relationship. They are current spouses. They also have a sentimental object, an unborn baby. Now, we also have added a tilt to our grid since the end of the first act with paranoia, the thing you stole has been stolen, and tragedy, pain followed by confusion. So, Dee, who is your character?
So my character is Penelope Forrester. She's about 35. She's got kind of red frizzy hair, looked cute at one time, has kind of like fallen into a little bit of a dishevelment, but you can still see the spark of her attractiveness from when she was younger. She's a waitress, about part-time, takes care of this newborn baby. She's just getting pretty fed up with her life and is looking for a way out.
All right, and Ken, what about your character?
I'm playing Beverly Bell. She is a 47-year-old con woman, though she's posing as the owner of a legitimate church cleaning business. Penelope and Beverly used to do crime together when they were younger, more than a decade ago. And they were lovers at the time. They've sort of come back into each other's life recently. Beverly herself is 47. She's been a lifetime smoker, so her skin is really leathery, but she makes enough money that she tries to take really good care of herself in terms of cosmetics and different sort of treatments. So she's like permatanned, and her hair is like this weird burnt blonde sort of platinum color, and she wears power suits that maybe are just a little bit out of date, and she wears her signature are these like cat's eye huge sunglasses with rhinestones in the sides of them that she wears, and she always has big like lips with lipstick and like eyeshadow. She wears a lot of makeup, but she's effortlessly and flawlessly color coordinated.
All right, and I'm playing Carlin. She is the bookkeeper at the Peace Haven Church. She is a community builder. She is very aware of everything that's going on with everyone's lives. She is always going to be there for people. And part of that is just being part of the background. And she is in a relationship with Penelope. They have this child that they have taken in. They are going through the process of adopting this baby that unfortunately the couple that birthed this baby had a terrible car accident, and
Just terrible.
And so Carlin, the good Christian woman that she is, offered to take this baby into their house. And so she is not getting quite the support she needs from Penelope, but she's also putting some pretty hard demands on Penelope in this. And it seems like she very much wanted a child, and she went out of her way to make sure she got one.
Definitely. There's some secrets for sure that Beverly and Penelope are sort of in cahoots to maybe defraud the church. And Carlin apparently in the past may have in fact led directly to the death of the parents of the baby. Possibly, maybe. Who knows?
You know, who knows what would have happened if she hadn't stepped in to help fix the car.
Who knows?
Who
Who knows?
So we're going to get into Act 2. Dee, you're starting us off.
Against all odds, Beverly has managed to get Corinne and Penelope out to dinner at what is the fanciest restaurant in town.
A taste of Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Run by Oliver Garten.
So against all odds, there Penelope has just been like pounding the wine
Oh.
all night, and I mean, I would think kind of awkward. It seemed like Corinne wasn't really interested in going out, but Penelope really pushed for it. So Penelope has started flirting with Beverly overtly as they finished off like their first round of salad and breadsticks, waiting for the entrees to come.
Hey, Penny, come on, we gotta go home.
But I was waiting for my fettuccine.
Penny, you've
Besides,
already...
we don't. Beverly doesn't want to go.
You know, it's been, I don't know, it's been a long time since we've been out drinking, and I think maybe we've become lightweights, and I think I'm feeling pretty tipsy myself. I think we should, Beverly, this was lovely. It's not often we get out to get any kind of drinks, but I think we need to get home, Penny.
No, we didn't even get our food yet, Corinne. Stop being such a party. If you are drunk, we should stay because then you can sober up and then you can drive.
Oh, ladies, I'm not going to let you drive tonight. No. I'll be calling a cab for you. Don't worry about it if you need to leave early. That's totally okay. I just want to make sure, Corinne, that we put the ink onto the contract tomorrow. I'm hoping we can meet. I'm so sorry that you might have to miss the entrees. That fettuccine does look amazing.
No, we have to wait.
Well,
We gotta
I'll
wait.
stay. I'll stay and make sure that Penny, I just don't want you to get sick. You know, you'll feel terrible tomorrow. The baby's going to wake up so early. All right, I'll stick around with you guys. And Beverly, let's not talk business. I can't really. It's out of my hands at this point. It's for the church board now.
The church board, I'm so sorry. I just can't turn it off. I'm always go.
I mean,
Yeah.
they've got a lot going on with the fundraiser coming up, and
That's right. You're going to be doing a wonderful, wonderful fundraiser coming up. Does that do well for you normally?
I really don't want to talk shop, Penny. It's been so long since you've worn that dress. You look so good.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's just in my closet. Beverly, we never go out, so there's just no reason to ever wear it. Beverly, you look amazing, though.
Well, thanks, dear. I try to keep in shape, and you two both look just fabulous. I couldn't tell that you don't go out. That's news to me. You seem so bespoke and at ease.
But Beverly.
Yes.
Those
yes, Penelope.
eyes, though, with those glasses, it's so beautiful. It's just really beautiful.
Well, thank you, dear. I do appreciate it. I can give you the information from my Botox guy. He is a genius.
I think Penny looks beautiful. She doesn't need to get Botox. You don't need that injected in you.
I don't know what about this little foreheady thing that I like. I just noticed it. It's ugly, right? It's ugly, right, Beverly?
Oh, no, you are just as beautiful as a spring bloom. And did you know that you can get Botox now in your brain and it helps you with headaches?
Yeah, Corinne
sounds-
could probably use some of that.
That sounds really unhealthy.
Would really help with the she gets a lot of tension headaches from all the teeth grinding that she does. She does that in her sleep all the time.
How's this
How's this go? How's
do you
this thing
think?
go? What does Penelope want out of this
So,
scene?
like, under the table for the last, 10, 15
that's been
minutes,
happening?
Penelope's been, running her
Oh,
foot,
we're doing little
up,
footsies actions?
Yeah, up
So
the legs of Beverly's
She
pantsuits.
wants to get laid. She needs to get laid.
Well,
Yep.
so what's the go? How's it gonna go?
I think it goes good. I think it goes good.
So I think
And I think
Corinne-
also Penelope has been trying to make Corinne jealous
yeah.
and angry. angry. So that's also like a goal of the
So,
scene.
all right. So, Kareen is like, after the teeth grinding comment, kind of slams her silverware and stands up and says, "Penny," through clenched teeth. We need to go home. I'm worried about the baby. It's the Chuds are great people, but come on, those boys were rowdy.
You worry too much. The baby's gonna be fine. It's all it does is cry anyway. It's
I'm gonna
fine.
go call them. And she goes off to call the Chuds, the house. And get your coat, because when I come back, we're leaving.
Oh, you hear that? We're leaving when she comes back.
And so off goes Kareen.
Well, my dear, you do look so gorgeous tonight. I'm sorry we couldn't do this by ourselves. Maybe next time.
Beverly, why don't you give me a ride? Because, like Corinne said, she was drunk, so
I would love to, and we will ride away together soon. But I need to ask you for a favor first.
what? What's that?
I need you to get Corinne's key to her office.
Oh.
Then we can get what we're looking for and we can leave.
Oh. Yeah, that's a plan.
And I think that's sort of where it fades to black maybe there.
Sure.
Like, that's a plan. I'm a little bit at a loss. What do you guys think the next scene should be?
Just to set it?
Yeah,
or-
if you guys want to set the scene for me, that'd be great. What is the scene for me?
I think it's
Is
a
it-
flashback.
Is it flashback? Yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Cool. So
I
it's
think
flashback.
this is Penelope and Beverly's last job.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. Perfect.
So this is why they aren't
Yeah.
together anymore.
Yeah. And so we we are literally sticking someone up with guns. Like that is literally what we're doing. We are like sticking up.
Like mugging.
No,
It's
we're
like you're-
we're at a beauty counter. Like
Okay.
Yeah, so
we're
it's
like
like
at
a salon.
Yeah, we're at a salon. Exactly. We're like sticking up a salon. Like ladies are in beehives around us, and like people are getting their nails
We
done.
have like
and
stockings. on
yeah,
the
it's
face.
totally.
Yeah.
But we have like it's almost like we've done like no. We have sunglasses on and like bandanas around our like upper faces and lower faces. So we're like almost totally just wrapped, almost like a mummy. But our eyes are open or like they're clear of fabric. But we have these big sunglasses on, and I have the cat's eye sunglasses on, obviously. And we have these guns, and we're just like running out. Like we have all the money or whatever, and we're like running, and we just ran out, and we like hop into our like car that's like still running or whatever. And
Who's
I'm
driving?
I'm driving.
Beverly's driving.
I'm driving. And I'm like, oh, that was amazing. Oh my God. And you said that wasn't going to go well. You were so wrong. We are free.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I just hate that full frontal assault thing. Like it's so much better when we can kind of like plan and get going and there's so many people around, but we totally did it. Look at this cash. Oh my God.
Look at this cash. Oh, what do you want to do first? Oh.
I think we should get
Diamonds? Furs?
I was going to say ice cream.
Ice cream. Agreed. And so we are like pulling into an ice cream place in our car. We have all this cash
We
that
take
we
our
have.
bandanas off.
Yeah, we take our bandanas off. We let our hair flow free. I have this like amazing blonde hair that's cascading, feathered down my head. Now I'm a hot commodity.
And your radio's like kind of blaring.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You pull up right next to like a cruiser, police cruiser.
Yep.
That's parked there.
Yeah,
We don't even care because we're rebels.
we are. And I take that moment to like give you a deep kiss as these cops like look at us, basically.
Give us a stink eye.
Well,
Or the whatever. Whichever one.
one guy's kind of like definitely steely-eyed, and the other one is like,
Yeah,
get a load of that action.
Oh my God, I love you so much, Beverly.
I love you too, honey. Penny, we are going to go far. I have so many ideas. And with your smarts and my looks, we will get wherever we want to be, honey. But first, let's get some ice cream.
Ice cream, rum raisin.
Rum raisin. Or going in or whatever.
How's this going to go?
I think this goes poorly for me.
Okay. Let me throw this out there.
Yep.
As you open the door to the car,
Yeah.
like the cops, like they're listening to this, to their CB.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
whatever, and there's like, like parted robbery, look out for 2 suspects, female, possibly in a blah, blah, blah. Like, and they're basically describing your car.
Yep.
So these guys, like, turn their suspicious gaze. And as the door opens,
Yeah.
they see, like, a gun in the cup holder.
Yeah.
And they start to, like, signal. Like,
Yeah.
Like, oh, shit. Like,
Yeah, exactly. And I think
but this is as you guys are now walking into the ice cream shop.
Penelope,
These guys
like,
open the door.
runs in and like slams open the glass door and is like, I want rum raisin. I want rum raisin, chocolate. You better load up those sprinkles. Just like yelling.
well, where I'm from, we call them jimmies. But, all right. Load them up, sprinkles, I guess. What transpires is this sort of like action scene where these cops bust in with their guns, and then I start shooting back with my gun, and we're running away, and like ice cream is exploding everywhere, and like
The kid behind the counter just gets like,
like just like perforated.
so it's
with
like
bullets.
you want vanilla chocolate or straw?
and just like blood everywhere,
Strawberry jelly
and I'm
all
like
over
firing at the cops, and like it's totally like hitting into them, and like I'm
Mm-hmm.
shooting cops. Like they blast backwards through these like plate glass windows that make the front of this place up.
Penelope's like screaming, what the fuck, Beverly?
What the
Let's
fuck?
get out
What
of
the fuck?
here.
What the fuck? Beverly's like, we're fucked. We gotta leave the car. Fuck. And she sort of like grabs a bunch of money from the ice cream store registry, and then like basically cheeses it out and just like runs.
Yeah, you both run out the back, and just because of the chase, split up.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the last time we see you.
It's late night, and exterior on a house with a light in the living room and a light in the kitchen. And we go in on the kitchen, and we see Corinne Perot putting dishes of ribs, like just kind of cleaning up after the evening. And we hear in the background in the bathroom, kind of with one foot, she's kind of like tilting a bassinet, a little like rocking thing, and just scrubbing barbecue sauce rib dishes.
And then Penelope, like you hear the flush of the toilet, and she comes out the bathroom. It's just like, oh, fuck, do we have any Tylenol?
Yeah, it's in here. And she just kind of like opens one of the cabinets in the kitchen, and there's like some tea and Tylenol. You stumble over. You actually kind of absentmindedly go for a kiss on Corinne, and she's like, you just threw up. Here, you need some water. You actually need to drink a lot of water. And it's like fills a glass, hands it to you.
Ugh, just so nasty. I don't even want to drink anything right now. I just want to go to bed.
I was going to wait till morning to talk about this, but maybe you've just puked it out of your system. The hell was going on back there?
Really, you want to talk about this right now after I just like lost all of my breadsticks and I didn't even get to eat the fettuccine.
I mean, it would just be more stuff that you flushed down. Like, like be longer I'd have to hold your hair back.
When was the last time you held my hair back?
I bought those
Corinne?
clips so you can just like use an elastic. I bought those.
Yeah, you bought them with your church money. We all know you're the provider. You're the person who takes care of things around here. We have all heard that before.
No, this is it. We're a team. And that's why, like, you need to be straight with me. What's going on with you and Beverly? Do you know her?
What are you talking about? I just met her, the same as you.
She seemed to, I don't know. She seems familiar. It seems like you guys have a language, like you seem like old friends. Something's not. Are you telling me the truth?
You're paranoid. I don't know what's gotten into you lately. I am excited to be able to meet someone from out of town, out of this shithole, who maybe like has a little bit of style and a little class. And I don't know, it just seems like you're jealous. Like you're jealous that maybe I might talk to someone who's not you and not this baby. And maybe that I might want to have a friend, that I maybe want to do something that is not a part of this house and a part of you and
What?
our relationship.
What are you saying? So how's this going to go?
I think that this goes well
Okay.
for you.
Corinne reaches into the sink and takes a steak knife and starts drying it. and puts it in the drawer and says, Penny, I know I've been really hard on you, and I know that this baby wasn't kind of the plan, but I think we can be happy. I think we can be happy with the baby. I think I can figure out a way to make it work so that you can work how you want to, and we have a little more free time.
What are you talking about?
I haven't asked the church for a raise in a while, and if I do really well with the fundraiser, I think I can figure out a way that we can like get a little more balance, because I've been putting too much on you, and I'm really sorry.
I'm really tired. Can we talk about this tomorrow?
Yeah, here, let me put this one down, and we'll go to bed.
Things are coming to a
I
head.
don't know. What do you guys think? What do
You
you
want us
wanna
to set a
see?
scene?
Like,
Yeah.
you've lied directly to Corinne's face now about
Yeah.
our relationship, which
Yeah.
to
So
me says that we're doing this.
Right.
Like, something
I'd
Yeah.
say it's the church carnival.
Yeah. So
And
I like
it's like the fundraiser is
Exactly.
like going. Corrine is like wild. She actually just handed you the keys
Mm-hmm.
and said, "Hey, listen, I need you to go. I need you to go get another lockbox for me, because like it's getting wild. I want to make sure this money's safe."
It's going really well. It's going
Yeah,
the
there's a lot of money.
fundraiser's going really
Mhm.
well. It's basically been a few days or so or whatever since we all went out and had that weird
Mhm.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Corinne's been sort of like stringing me along, like, okay, yeah, maybe I'll sign it. And yeah, we're going to do this, but we can't do it until after the fundraiser. And you're around here anyways, right? Blah, blah, blah. And
Mhm.
sort of like kind of sticking it to me a little bit, like doesn't like me, doesn't really want me around.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to
And
get
sort
you
of
to
like-
sit at the David in the dunk tank.
Yeah, exactly.
Where
exactly.
you throw a stone.
Yeah.
to-
and that's what's fucked up is that like I do it. Like I'm like, okay, like I was like, because I really like I want you to sign this contract, because that means that I'll be able to defraud you and do all the terrible things that I'm gonna do.
And the pastor is like also kind of he had just gotten dunked, so
Yeah.
he's kind of like chumming it up there with you.
Yeah, we're
and-
chumming it up. Okay, cool. So you hand her the key.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, I need to go to the concession. Those girls don't know what they're doing. This is bedlam, but this is going really well.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you seem like you're doing a great job. You should definitely go and supervise them, make sure they're doing everything they
And you've
need
got like
to.
a baby Bjorn.
Totally, and I'll take care of the baby. You
Yeah,
know, you do
you-
your thing. I'll take care of this.
Thank you so much. After that talk the other night, I just feel like everything is just going so much better. And she kind of kisses you on the cheek and darts off.
Yeah, and Penelope feels like a mild twinge, but it's just like,
Mm.
gotta go find Beverly.
I am like being super insulting to these people who are like trying to throw things at me. Like I belittle them. Like it's part of the thing, right? I'm supposed to make them angry to like try and hit it, and but I'm able to like get under their skin so much that they can't hit it and they can't hit it.
Or like
and I'm
there's
just,
like pubescent boys
Yeah.
and you just kind of like wink at them
Exactly.
and they're like,
"Ah," exactly. Like I use different tricks to make sure that no one can actually like get a straight shot on. And so like my shift's over or whatever. I'm like, all right, and like I sort of leave, and I haven't been
pastor
done.
kind of clambers right
Yeah.
back up there.
And I sort of pat him on the back and I say, all right,
So
Pastor.
did you get dunked or no?
No dunks.
No.
Yeah,
dunks.
as like the girls' softball team
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
walks up to the lineup.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, have fun, girls.
Bev, I got the key.
Penelope, great.
So we doing this?
We're doing this. I've been keeping an eye on the lockbox,
Mm-hmm.
and they've been taking the full lockboxes back to the church.
Mm-hmm.
Why did she just gave you the key?
Yeah, she just, I don't
Did you
know.
ask for it?
No, she just asked me to look at some stuff. I don't know.
Okay, well, let's get back there. What did she want you to do?
I don't even remember. I wasn't listening. Let's just
What do you mean
this.
you weren't listening? This is really important. What did she ask you to do?
She, I don't know. Things have been so weird between us.
Okay, well,
like,
fuck it. Let's just go. Come on. If you got the key, let's go get the money.
and so we
Yeah.
jog.
So
Baby Bjorn is
we
bouncing.
get together and start like leaving, right?
Mhm.
Does this the decision point or?
I think you guys get to the door.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's it. Maybe that's it. Like we
Yeah.
put the key in the lock and open the door,
Mhm.
and maybe
And this
that's
is
the
where you'll
decision
make the
point.
call.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well,
what
it's going to
is-
go bad.
Oh,
Because that's all that we have left.
gotcha. Okay, so it goes bad.
Goes
then.
bad for you.
Yeah, but do I get to decide?
Yeah, decide. What does that mean?
Okay.
Yeah. What does that mean?
As Bev and Penelope are going into the room, they're gonna grab the boxes of money. They've got them in hand. They've got like a duffel bag, like putting
Nice.
stuff in.
That's right.
And then all of a sudden, Chuds shows up, and he's like,
Just
Chud?
Chud. Yeah. and-
Looking for his sheet music.
Yep, he is. And he's like, what's going on here, ladies? He's instantly suspicious.
Instantly suspicious as we're stuffing money in
Yeah.
a duffel bag, and we both look up. Ugh. So I think we're going to pick up right there. What happens is a very familiar revolver comes out, is produced from somewhere.
Whoa, whoa.
All right.
He sings.
Whoa! You're a cutie, Chuts, but you're not that cute. Turn around. Get
Hey.
down on your knees.
You
Well,
know, I got a wife.
I don't give
Penny.
a fuck about your wife or your shit's kids.
Penny, what are you doing?
Bev, I didn't know you were going to bring a gun.
Don't worry about it, Penny. We got this under control.
Can't go just shooting people like that last time.
Penny, stop her. Come on.
And I do like a quick walk up to him and then buffalo him right on the back of the head with the gun to try and knock him out.
Jeez.
Oh, come on.
Come on! And I'm like, damn it, fall asleep! And I hit him again.
And that's like a crack, and you're like, oh, yeah.
All right, that buys us. We just grab that duffel bag. We got to get out of here.
And so Penelope's like trying to muscle the duffel bag up over.
You're still with me on this, right?
Holding the baby still. And she's like, yeah. Like,
Well, you've got the baby in the Bjorn. I forgot about that. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing with that kid? We need to get out of here.
oh Jesus! I didn't even realize it was still here.
Just leave it on the desk.
I can't just leave a baby in here by itself. I don't know what to do, Bev.
You have to come with me right now. And leave that baby. Take the money
jeez.
and run.
You're right. I gotta get out of here.
Okay.
So Penelope's gonna try like unhook
The baby.
Bjorn.
All right.
And like maybe like there's a like a basket or something in the little office and try and like snuggle a little baby into it and be like she's like a little sad, like, okay, baby, like someone will find you real soon. You'll be fine.
This is fucked up.
And she grabs the duffel bag and is like, okay, I'm ready, let's get out of here.
Let's go. And so we run out of the door now, back outside. And
Into the parking lot.
Into the parking lot.
Mhm.
Exactly.
As like families with balloons and stuff are walking
Yeah.
by.
Still have the gun out.
No,
away.
I've stowed the gun and we're like fast walking. Like
Yeah.
we're like looking super shady, but like
Mhm.
fast walking.
Getting
Really
So
even
what's
sure.
the
We're gonna get
decision?
into a
Yeah.
car. Yeah, we gotta get into a car and leave. Exactly. I thought the decision was like
Well, how about this? You guys want to get away?
yeah, that's
away. Yeah,
that
we
we
wanna
want
get
to
away.
get away. So
Okay,
how does
so
it
you
go
get in-
for us?
You get in the car
Exactly.
and you're pulling out of this parking lot,
Yes.
which means like going kind of slow,
Yeah.
dodging people. There's
Yeah.
one exit,
Yeah,
an
exactly.
entrance to this parking lot,
Exactly.
to the main street.
Yeah, that's right. And so we're trying to exit. And how does it go for us, John? It can only
Not
go.
going
It
good.
goes terribly for us because that's the only way it can go at this point. And Fiasco, thank you very much. And so, I mean, I think Corinne shows up. Like, that's what I think happens. It's like Corinne basically is like fast walking her way to her own office because we haven't shown back, or Penelope hasn't shown back up with the box and think like maybe she forgot about it. Who knows what's going on? So Corinne's walking and she catches sight of us as I basically lose my fucking temper and peel out as I like go over a few curbs and like
Right.
chunk over some like
Watch you
little
go.
barriers and like kids are yelling and screaming in fear and I'm just like we like peel off basically. And I think that's where the scene.
So you get noticed.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll go right continuous. So Corinne sees the car drive off, knows that it's Beverly's car, and narrows her eyes and turns back to go to the office. And you see her sort of standing over Chud, who's got a huge welt on the back of his head.
Yeah, not.
And she steps into the office. It's ransacked. The metal cash boxes are just like some of them are just torn off their hinges. There's a little baby.
There's a little
She leaves a little
baby.
baby in a little basket, and she goes, "Oh, there you are. Let's go find mommy." She straps the Bjorn on, and just calm as can be, smiling, saying, "Oh, guys, go on and have some fun. Don't eat too much cotton candy. That means you, Pops, because you've got diabetes." And off she's just kind of like is all sunshine as she carries the baby
Awesome.
also
Always
to the
sunshine.
car. And she gets in the car and again, just like gentle as can be, making her way out of the parking lot and then just peels out and starts like gunning it with the baby like in the passenger seat, like in a little like not very well secured car seat. And she like pulls off onto a dirt road and is going off some stuff and like comes out onto one of the highways and sees, and just as you guys go right past and she pulls out behind and she's giving chase.
I'm like, oh fuck.
Who the fuck is that?
It's Corinne.
Jesus, what the fuck is she doing?
I don't know. She's following us with this. We can't have this.
I know we gotta lose her. We gotta get out of here.
Oh shit. And I'm trying to drive and like swerve and like speed up. And like, I'm like, oh, we can't lose her. She's crazy. I see it in her eyes.
And she's like, she's made sure her and Wrenchy have worked hard.
Her and Wrenchy have worked hard on her sweet ride.
This is her sweet ride. And
I'm just in this shitty rental that I thought was awesome, but
and so she's just like coming right up behind you.
And I'm like, take the wheel.
Oh Jesus. Penelope grabs
and I like stick my head out and I take my revolver and I start shooting.
What the fuck, Beth? What are you doing?
And she ducks the windshield, takes some hits and goes out. She just like punches it out.
And who the fuck is this bitch that you married?
I don't fucking know. She must be crazy. What is she doing?
That's when she just guns it, like comes up around the side that you're not on.
Yep.
And so you're trying to reach over and shoot. And just pulls that maneuver where she clips the front of your car with the back of hers.
And we're like, you're barely driving. I'm sort of driving.
And so how's this going to go?
It goes terribly.
It's not a wild?
It is wild.
You want it to be bad though?
I want it to be bad.
Okay.
But
it goes bad for Corinne.
So normally in this maneuver, like you'd kind of get like a spin out of both cars. In this, just like she overcorrected and both cars flip and and just like start like flipping on their sides.
There goes
rolling.
that baby.
And you're hanging out the window as rolling.
That's very true. That's bad news.
And we just kind of like the camera's stationary as we watch these things just kind of and then kind of land on one on its hood, kind of spinning a little bit, and the other one just on its side with a slide. And they both stop maybe like 20 feet away from each other. And then silence.
Well, maybe not.
All right. So that is the end of Act 2. We're going to go to our aftermath. So we roll all of our dice and see what our outcome is.
Aftermath, grim. The stress and trauma from your little adventure are going to haunt you forever. Bits of your soul are destroyed and you're missing a piece or two. In a few years, children are going to cry when you get too close. All your plans have ended in complete ruin.
Nice. Well done. I got -3, and my -3 is, I always get this, harsh. Shit in a bag harsh. A lifetime of medication harsh. A big black cloud of hurt is going to rain all over you. The things you need to happen are not going to. Simple as that.
Okay, so I have a +14.
Wow, John. Well done.
Fan-fucking-tastic. It's fat times ahead, safe and secure. That thing that would make your life better? Oh, you got it, absolutely. And then some. And then some more. Enjoy it.
Yes.
I have the most die. Why don't I start?
Yeah.
Corinne pulls herself up out of the wreckage, and both of her legs are pretty mangled and just blood from the waist down. And she crawls away from the car and pauses because she hears a little baby's cry, and then her car explodes.
The upside down car is Penelope and Beverly's car. So luckily, Penelope was wearing her seatbelts. And so she kind of comes to consciousness and she's like hanging, kind of suspended now that the car's upside down. And it's just kind of smoky. She looks over and sees Beverly and she can't see her for whatever reason. She's just confused. She doesn't know what's happening. And all around her, kind of like money is like raining and fluttering.
That's very true.
And there's blood in her eyes. She tries to move, but she's kind of like hanging in the seat. And she unfastens fastens her seatbelt and just kind of falls to kind of the roof of the car. And she tries to like move to see if she can do anything, and she can't move her leg.
That's funny that you talk about that because I feel like as the car was rolling and Beverly had her torso basically out the window of the car, she was rolled on top of by the car a number of times. She wasn't really wearing her seatbelt, and by a miracle, her head was not crushed. It was scraped up though, and then she was thrown from the car, and that's why you can't see her, is because she's actually quite some distance away from the eventual crash sites. But her pelvis has been shattered, different bones in her arms and legs and ribs have been shattered. Her face has been all torn up. And she, is like basically in almost like just a flattened sort of pancake of a human out on the asphalt, just sort of like trying to breathe and stay alive. But she is, she's just crushed.
Corinne wakes up in the hospital, and the doctors and nurses stand over her. These are people who she's grown up with, and they have a very dour cast to their face. And they take her hand, and they say, "Honey, I'm so sorry." And she looks at them with tears in her eyes. "Is it the baby?" "No, it's a miracle. The baby's fine. Honey, we had to take your legs."
What?
She has no legs.
She has no legs.
Everyone has no legs.
Beat you to the punch, sucker.
So I think this is a flashback
Oh, to happier times.
to happier times. This is like the first job that Penelope and Beverly ever did. This was before they started like going with the armed robbery kind of thing. It's more of the conning. So her and Beverly, they set up these cons where they go to these fancy hotels and they get like rich businessmen to kind of like give them money or invest in like their business or whatever. At the end of the night, they've got like some checks, they've got some cash, and they're just like in a hotel room together, like with their money and like ordering fancy room service and just kind of hanging out together, laying on the bed. And Beverly is there, and Penelope just kind of like reaches over and like brushes her hair out of her face and is like, "This is like the most fun that I've ever had.
It's a dream come true, babe.
I never want this to end."
It won't. It won't. We sort of match cut to Beverly's face as it now is crushed, and sort of like her cat's eye glasses have been crushed into her face. She's like breathing, and like blood is starting to like come out of her mouth and all over her lips, like she's going to asphyxiate on her own blood and drown. But then we hear the sounds of sirens and the paramedics rushing up and saying, "She's still alive! Get her on the gurney!" And it seems like she's going to pull through. She's going to make it.
Corinne is wheeled onto stage, and the local police chief, the state police chief, and even some federal agents are there, and they pin a medal on her.
Yep.
And they hand her a check, and there's fanfare, and everyone stands up and cheers. She has caught 2 notorious thieves and nearly lost her life.
And gave her legs.
And she can't help but tear up from all the support.
Penelope in the car, she hears the sound of sirens, and in the distance, the first responders are coming in. There's paramedics. The police pull up. They hear their voices like, "What? There's one over here. There's one here." And then a paramedic like kneels down next to the car, and he sees Penelope there, and she's crying. He says, "It's okay. It's gonna be okay. We're here. Everyone's gonna be okay."
We flash forward to Beverly Bell, bedridden in a penitentiary. She's in the hospital ward of the penitentiary, and she's handcuffed to her bed, even though she can't really move at all very well. Her spine wasn't crushed, but her pelvis was, and her sort of legs and arms were. And on the grainy, shitty television, there's only one channel, and it's showing a medal ceremony for a local hero.
So this is flashing back to just moments after. This is at Wrenchy's shop.
Wrenchies.
And Corinne says, "Wrenchy, come here and check my work. I think I just made a mess of things." And he's like, "You got oil all over them brake pads, and this would have been a mess. This would have been a mess if these kids had gone out in this car like in this condition." She's like, "Oh my, I couldn't even live with myself if if I had done something like that. Here, I'll go get some new brake pads, and if you can help fix that line.
This is Penelope, and she's in the hospital. She's got a bandage around her head. She's been all cleaned up. She's not bloody anymore. And there's a doctor there, and he's explaining to her, the nature of her injuries. Like, the injury to her spine was very severe from the accident, and due to the nature of those injuries, her some nerves have been severed, and it's highly unlikely that she would have the ability to walk again. And she's obviously completely shocked by this. She can't even seem to be processing. But the doctor comes over, and he, puts a hand over her hand, and he says, I know that this is hard for you right now, that this is a lot to take in, but knowing that your daughter, baby Grace, survived the accident, and I'm sure with the support of your wife, who she's just doing great now. Like, you should be able to see each other soon. She's all patched up from the surgery. Everything's great. I'm sure that together you'll be able to make it through this.
We're on a full congregation.
Yep.
They're wearing like silvery, translucent, like almost dancing clothes. And we come to a podium, and a middle-aged woman who is covered in horrific burns all over her face and body, and her hand. She pulls a note out and sniffles. You hear like people openly sobbing and sniffing in the congregation. She says, "My mother was a big part of this church. She brought much kindness and much joy to the people here. She always told me that life will give you painful things, that God will put challenges in front of you, but it's how we face those challenges, the strength that we show. That's who defines us. My mother, Corinne Perot, she walked on golden legs that she was given by this community." And you pan over to the casket, and her prosthesis, they're like painted this like filigreed gold, and you see a portrait of her, and it's like moving. It's like a flat,
like a
screen,
hologram
'cause
almost.
It's the future.
It's the future, everybody. Dancing clothes.
And her coffin hovers on these like mag pads.
But we can't do anything about your burns.
She says, "It was with great kindness that she lived her life, and she has touched all of us. She forgave the very people that harmed me, and she even kept in touch with my mother Penelope until she was shanked in a prison yard. And I will never forget the kindness that she showed me. I was her great." With that, our story ends. We will return again with a new tale to spin to dare to entertain. I was one of your players, John Holt. You can find me on Instagram at board_ghost and on Twitter at Lord Joho. You can find my media recommendation review podcast, New to You Show, at newtoyoushow.com. And you can find my book club podcast at woundandstab.com. Ken, where can people find you?
You can find me, Ken Breeze, on Twitter at Berlingsbeard, BERLINGS Beard. That's my website as well of the same name. And I do a Twitch stream and a YouTube stream in the same name. And I also do concierge DM service in New York City area. So if you're looking to have someone run sweet role-playing games for you, get in touch with me and we can make something happen.
All right. And Dee, where can people find you?
I'm Dee Gailey. You can find me on Twitter at MixNerdMXNURD. Tweet me up.
All right. So to learn more about the players and engine in our story, visit boardghost.com. You can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/boardghost. You can also help us in making the show by collaborating with us on Patreon at patreon.com/boardghost. You can attempt to pierce the veil and contact us at BoardGhostWorld on Twitter. Shout out through the ether if you have desires we can fulfill. Leave reviews and comments on iTunes and your preferred listening portal. And take a moment to subscribe so you don't miss out on the latest episodes. We'd like to thank Pat Couple for our theme song and interlude music. You can find more about Pat at patcouples.tumblr.com or on his band's website, hotelsandhighways.com. If you're not alone in the void, share our stories. The more they are consumed, the truer they become.
Dying don't agree with me.